Hey everybody, if you think my voice sounds like garbage, imagine what I feel like. Anyway, we've run across this a few times now in regard to different characters, fans acting like one character is objectively better than another because they're subjectively more likable. But is an unlikable protagonist objectively worse than a likable one? The short answer is no. The long answer is, likability, in whatever form it takes, whether being confidently charismatic, shyly adorkable, friendly, funny, etc., it's not the be-all, end-all of good character writing. Protagonists can be gruff, dishonest, selfish, short-tempered, uncompromising, arrogant, etc., and still be well-written. What's important is that they are also, 1. Understandable. We need to know why they are the way they are. If someone close to them betrayed them, it makes sense that they'd be standoffish and distrusting.
My good opinion once lost is lost forever. 2.
Relatable. How they feel should be something most people in the target audience can resonate with, even if how they respond is not. Many adults who have loved and lost a pet could sympathize with John Wick's reaction to his dog being killed, even if they can't sympathize with the revenge he took. And 3. Redeemable. The traits that make them unlikable need to be balanced with traits that give the audience a reason to root for them, such as being loyal, just, persevering, brave, etc. Wolverine isn't chummy and charming, but he's selflessly protective of his friends and determined to fight for what's right. As a good example of this, let's talk about Anakin. A lot of TCW fans argue that the Clone Wars series fixed Anakin's character, because he was so unlikable in the prequel trilogy, and the TCW version was more likable. But does that change really make his character better written? Anakin in the prequel trilogy may not be roguishly charming, but we understand his desire for power and recognition is due to his past as a slave.
I'm a person and my name is Anakin. I had a dream I was a Jedi. I came back here and freed all the slaves.
And thus we also understand his frustration when he feels held back and unrecognized.
You've grown up.
Master Obi-Wan manages not to see it.
He's jealous. He's holding me back.
His fear of losing his loved ones is relatable, even if the action he takes is not.
I won't lose you the way I lost my mother. I am becoming more powerful than any Jedi has ever dreamed of, and I'm doing it for you, to protect you.
And his love for his family makes him redeemable.
Annie, I'm pregnant.
This is a happy moment, the happiest moment of my life.
Even if Anakin isn't the popular one, we still root for him. We wish we could see him get a happy ending. So, in my opinion, his character writing was successful. He's already a well-written protagonist. Not flawless, but well-written. Thus, giving him Han Solo swagger is not fixing him. In fact, from a writing standpoint, it actually damages his character, because now he's acting out of character, and the downward progression of his decay arc is thrown for a loop.
I saw my mother. She's suffering, Padme.
Very impressive. You just destroyed 17 defenseless battle droids without suffering a scratch. 18, actually.
You die in childbirth.
Honestly, people seem to forget that his character decay is the whole point of the prequel trilogy. People react to Anakin's flawed personality like it's a mistake, when the end goal was always to show how this person spiraled down to become this person. For his fall to be tragic, we needed to see the good in him.
His fate will be the same as ours.
But for it to be believable, we needed to see his flaws, his anger, and his fear more and more.
And I slaughtered them like animals.
I won't lose you, Padme.
I need him!
So no, TCW did not fix Anakin so much as replace him with a more likable version. And I get it. Especially after all the backlash the prequels received, I can understand wanting to make Anakin's characterization more palatable. The reality of writing is that it's much easier to get the audience to root for a likable protagonist, to get attached to them, to care what happens to them. And that means writing a likable protagonist is safer. If the audience becomes attached to a character, they are more willing to excuse flaws in the writing. In contrast, writing an unlikable character will often invite harsher critique. It is a much greater challenge to get the audience to understand, sympathize with, and root for an unlikable character. But if it's better for the story, I think it's a challenge that a writer should not shy away from. And to be clear, I'm not trying to say that it's inherently lazy to write a likable character. It comes down to what the story needs, what role or perspective the character needs to fill, what trajectory they should follow to support the plot or themes or whatever. My point is only that people need to stop acting as if protagonists that are unlikable are just badly written. Likability alone is not an objective measure of good writing. So go forth, and don't be afraid to write stories with unlikable protagonists. But before you do, if you found this video likable, consider leaving us a thumbs up and share it around with your friends. If you want to be notified of future videos, subscribe. If you want to support the making of future videos, check out our Patreon. Also, feel free to leave us a comment letting us know who your favorite unlikable protagonist is and why. Don't forget to stay loud and proud, folks, and I'll see you around. We hate everything, and everything is hateful, and it's all great, and I hate it.